Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the SU-14-1. It's the Tier 7 Soviet SPG, the one that's actually now in the collector's shop. This one is located on the northeast spawn of highway under the command of Wazwulf. Well, you can say he's got the stock gun because it's a very, very long barrel howitzer. If it was the short barrel one, that would be the B4 howitzer, which is 203mm, but this one is the BR2, which is 152mm in caliber, and in fact it's the same gun as on the SU-8, so it's got a reasonably fast reload time. You can see Wazwulf's got 20.74 seconds. Okay, he's now aiming towards the enemy, getting ready to hit them. Now, this howitzer will do 600 alpha. Is it 550? No, 600 alpha, there you go. 38mm of penetration, and he's got a burst radius of 7.2 meters. So it's actually got slightly more alpha than on the SU-8, because the SU-8 will now only do 550, whereas this thing will do 600. Bit of an anomaly, that, isn't it? Yes, Wargaming didn't think that one through. It's the same gun, you idiots. Okay, rounds out. SU-13-75. Oh, it's not an SU, it's an AMX 1375. French light tank getting hit. He's now lining up a shot on a standard, is that standard B? A Sherman B. At least I hope it's a Sherman B. No, it's a is it Scorpion B? Well, he landed the shell near it. It was, no, I think it was the Scorpion G actually in that position. It's a tier 9 game with tier 7 tanks in it, so I'd hope it was a Scorpion G, not a standard B or a, well, if it could be a standard B, but if it was a Sherman, then it would be out of tier. Rounds out on a Sumu, I think it was. I'm misidentifying tanks. I must have taken my Jingles pills. Yes, I must be infected in some way. I'm identifying these tanks wrongly. Okay, we've got a Tiger 1 there, and it looks like he's gone into that little area. Oh, and now we've got a T95, a 703 version 2. Very difficult to see these tanks because I don't know how Wazwulf's seeing them because he's so far above the enemy. Okay, Doom Turtle. That appears to be the next target, although that Tiger 1 is ripe for plucking. He only needs to get a shell near him and he'll be completely plucked. Yes, I did use the P word. That one hit a building. No shell arrived at the other end, so he definitely hit a building, but I have the feeling that Doom Turtle is not letting the Tiger come through. But the moment he does, oh, Tiger's gone. There you go. Now, it's not a particularly fast Arty. It's only 30 kilometers an hour maximum speed. And the reason for that actually is down to the fact that this thing was built on a heavy tank, the T-35. They also use bits of an T-28 as well to put it together. The engine's up front, the guns basically in the howitzers in the middle of the vehicle. It was supposed to have a crew, if I remember correctly, a crew of 7. He landed the shell near the Samur SM this time. Got some stun. It was actually designed in 1934. They built and tested it in 1935, and they modified it in 1936. But they were going to build some more. They were going to build another 5, but the designer of the Arty was actually arrested by the NKVD or the Checker, and so consequently they cancelled any plans to build any more. Whoa, that was a detonation. Batchat 25 TAP just got ammo-racked. So this vehicle was then taken to Kubinka and was stored there until until the Germans invaded. And from that point on, it was brought into service and actually did see service from Kubinka itself. Yeah, they actually used it to fire from Kubinka at the Germans. Now that Doom Turtle's in a bit of a pickle because he was actually being, he had enemies either side of him. I think Wazwulf was thinking for a second he might get a quick shot at the Scorpion G or a Jagdpanther, but he's actually better off firing into the town at the moment. Okay, he's just changing position a little. Okay, T-30 comes around, derps the 7032. Now, can he put a round into that Samur? Yes! Got some stun assists, loads of stun assists off that one. That was very good. And now he's aiming for the T-95, but it's going to be another 10 seconds or so before he's loaded. But if he can stun that T-95, then he might be able to pick up some stun assists. I'm not sure he's going to live that much longer. Okay, we're aiming for a TNHT Viz 51. Can you get him here? Rounds out. Long flight time. Oh, yes, good hit. It wasn't a long flight time, actually. It's rather short flight time. I was wrong there. But he did get a hit. Unfortunately, our T-34 is now facing 2, but we do have that IS-2M behind and a T-30. T-30 just got taken out by the Viz 51. The T-34 just gets derped in the side. And that T-95 Doom Turtle is looking to take him out, but no, he pulls back in time just far enough. Now, Wazwulf tries to put a shell in, but it hits the building instead. The Doom Turtle goes down to the T-28 prototype. And now we're trying to land a shell. We've got the buildings in the way, unfortunately, so we can't get a shot on target. Now the guy's backing away, so he might be able to do it. Rounds out. Looks like it landed near him, but I'm not sure we're going to get a shot on him because our teammates are just too far away to actually do some damage whilst he's still stunned. But we have cleared all the enemy tanks from the town. The TNH is having to back out. There he is. Oh, he's a one-shot. He shouldn't be sticking around. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot. Yep. Wazwulf managed to put a round in where it actually did some good. Although he did actually splash as the IS-2M during that action, he did take out the TNHT Viz 51 and saved his teammates from suffering any more damage at his expense. Rounds out the VK. No, he just pulled away in time to avoid getting hit. And he's difficult to hit whilst he's holding round the back of that building. I would suggest at the moment that maybe the best thing that Wazwulf can do would be to head into the town at this moment. Because although there is an enemy tank been sighted, he spotted it. There it is, the Jagdtiger 8.8. The premium version of the Jagdtiger. The one with the reduced power gun. Lands one near him. The Germans did produce some of the Jagdtiger with the 88 gun because they didn't have enough of the other gun, the normal gun that it was mounted with. But in a sense, that's fairly a good thing because although the 128mm gun was very good, the fact of the matter is it overstressed the whole hull of the Jagdtiger, having all that extra weight, and that slowed the Jagdtiger down, made it vulnerable. Although I must admit the 128mm gun did make it very, very dangerous. The 88mm gun was still very, very good, and it was the more powerful version of the 88. We're lining up a shot. Oh, no, didn't get it. But now we've got a real Jagdtiger, the one with the 128mm, right up near their cap area. He fired a bit snap there, and of course the shell didn't land where he wanted it to go. If you fire snap, it will go anywhere within the rescue. If the rescue's big enough, then it's just basically a waste. Unfortunately, it was a waste, but he's lining up another shot, an accurate shot this time for the Jagdtiger. Should be able to hit it. Rounds out. This looks good. Oh, well, it stunned him, but the shell still landed long. There's still 4 left on the enemy team at this moment. They've got the Lorraine 15550. It's the enemy Arty. A VK4503, that Jagdtiger, and the Jagdtiger 88. Well, we're closing in on the enemy cap, and it looks like they must be doing a last-ditch defense near there. If I was Wazwulf at this moment, I would be making my way towards the enemy cap to shorten the range. He's going for the VK. Rounds out. So he got a near miss. 74 hit points. And he's getting loads of stun assist off. So that one was worthwhile. Because he got 958 stun assist. And of course you get half of that as spotting. So, well, the spot assist is worthwhile. He's going for the Jagdtiger now. Rounds out. Looks good. Yep. Tracked him. Stunned him. And he's killed. So he got that as well. And that means now there's only 2 left. The Arty and this Jagdtiger 88. Should be able to put a round in there momentarily. That will help him be wiped out. Yep. Stunned him. And the Super Hellcat comes in to try and collect the rest of his hit points. Unfortunately, that Super Hellcat made a bit of a mistake there because he's stayed in front of the Jagdtiger. And he's been hit by the enemy Arty now. Rounds out by Wazwulf. Keeps the guy stunned. And there's the kill shot on the Jagdtiger. The enemy Arty's over here somewhere. In the corner. CS44 is going in to have a look. We're loaded, ready to go. There you go. Rounds out straight away, but it's too late. Game's over. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Wazwulf in the SU-14-1, which shows that not a lot of people actually play this Arty now because it's on the collector's tab. They play the S51 because they have to if they want to get to the school bus, the SU-14-2, which plays very much similar to the SU-14-1, which is why it naturally was the better of the 2 Artys at that level. I think actually the people who played the S51 like it because it can be used to get those Bombardier medals if you have to get a Bombardier medal. But because it's the shell's actually got a very large footprint and can take out more than 1 tank at the same time. But you can do the same with the SU-14 too if you use the Top Gun. But it certainly can generate a nice win, and he got an ace tanker out of this one as well as his first mark of excellence. Congratulations. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 13. And he also got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. Let's have a look at the team score. Oh, before we do that, the win 8 was 2,035, which is very good. Let's have a look at team score now. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the TNHT Viz 51, the tank he actually took out in that game. He got a high caliber for 5,151 hit points. The second highest damage going to our Doom Turtle, the 3,896 hit points. And the third highest damage went to the T95, the Doom Turtle on the enemy team, who also got a cool headed and 2,814. When it came to kills, oh, we didn't mention that Wazwulf got 1,319, sorry. When it came to kills, it was the Doom Turtle who managed 3 kills. The Striv S1 also got 3. And then 2 kills went to the IS-2M, the Super Hellcat on our team, and also to the T95, the Smur SM, and the Jagdtiger 88 on the enemy team. And when it came to Wazwulf, he only got the 1 kill during the game. And when it came to base XP, he's actually in 3rd place because the CS44 managed 1,184. The Striv S1 got 1,161, and then we've got Wazwulf with 1,122, which I think goes to show that, you know, not a lot of people play this, and therefore your chances of earning good XP on it, especially when you're bottom tier, and he was bottom tier in this game, hitting higher tier opponents means you can earn extra XP and get that ace tanker. He fired 23 rounds in that game, got 2 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but 18 splash. Damage of 1,319 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 9 of the enemy, killed 1, so there's the Confederate. 1,941 hit points and stun assists of 15 stuns. He earned 47,991 credits on a premium count, and after ammunition resupply took away 22,231 credits profit. 1,683 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,366 experience points altogether. Yeah, I think if I was to decide, you know, which one do I prefer more, the SU-14-1 or the S-51? Well, personally, I think I prefer the S-51 with the long gun, which is the same howitzer as on this vehicle here. It's the BR2 howitzer, the 152 millimeters, because it's got a huge number of rounds. You get 30 rounds of ammunition on the S-51. You get the same number, well, actually you get two rounds more on the SU-14-2. But the difference is that the S-51's got slightly more mobility than the SU-14-1. It's a bit slow, this thing, compared to the S-51. And the S-51, of course, is built on a KV-1S, whereas this is built on a T-35, which is a much older tank. So it's much slower, it's bigger, it's more easier to see. So yes, the S-51, I think, with the stock gun would be much, much better. But, of course, a lot of people had to play the SU-14-1 originally because that was the one that was on the tech tree. If you wanted to move up and get to the SU-14-2, you had to go through the SU-14-1 first, whereas now you actually go to the S-51 first, that the SU-14-1 is available to you if you want to use it in the collectors tab. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.